Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. How much certainty is required when dealing with the transfer of impurity? How much certainty is required when dealing with the transfer of impurity? Now, in the Shafi'i school, impurity is considered to be transferred when it is moist and it comes into contact with another substance, or it comes into contact with another surface. So, as an example, if there's some impurity on the ground, but it's dry, and then someone steps on it, because it's dry, there's no transfer of impurity. But if one has evidence that there's impurity in a particular place, and the impurity is moist, or the surface that it comes into contact with is moist, then by the mere presence of moisture, that impurity is considered to have transferred when contact is made. So for the Shafi'i school, it's quite straightforward to determine whether there was transfer of impurity or not. Has the impurity made contact with another surface? If so, was there moisture in that process, or was there no moisture? If there was moisture, that would be considered a transfer of impurity. And if there was no moisture, then any traces can just be removed, but there are no subsequent processes that need to be undertaken in order to clean the other surface, because no moisture was involved, so no transfer of impurity is considered. It's dangerous when we start using words like certainty without understanding the implications thereof, right? Certainty, as far as Islamic law is concerned, is something that is taken very seriously. Certainty means that there's yaqeen, 100% evidence. Now we have to remember that in our daily lives, as much as we think, we work according to certainty, the reality is that we don't. We live according to probabilities. It is probable that the roof over my head is not going to collapse upon me. It is probable that there's no danger of me being attacked right now. So these are probabilities. These are not matters of certainty. And the same thing applies with purity. The general ruling in Islam is that everything is pure until it is proven to be impure. And when we say proven to be impure, this can be in a variety of ways. Generally, one requires some sort of sensory perception. In other words, you witnessed that there was a transfer of impurity there before you can say that this place or this item has become impure. You need some sort of evidence that would qualify as evidence in the Sharia. Mere speculation or doubt or working on possibilities, there could have been transfer of impurity here. There could have been the presence of a dog here, for example, or a pig, or there could be some impurity that I'm not aware of. We do not act on that. We do not place any rulings on that, and we completely ignore such situations. That's for our own sanity, and the Sharia is I wouldn't say easy in that regard, but it is very understandable and practical in this regard, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.